Hey everyone. So on this gloomy day, I'm just gonna take a little stroll around the backyard to see what's going on. I would like to show you these one of my favorite bushes. These are called yesterdays, todays, and tomorrows. When they first bloom, they are very purple, and then as they bloom, the next phase is the light purple, and then they turn white. So the purple, the very purple, are yesterday, I believe. And then we go to today, the light purple, and then tomorrow is the white. Unless I have that entirely backwards, which it could go from the white to light purple to the dark purple. I'm not sure. So I would like to show you that our backyard is ready for rain, so we've taken off all the cushions, but I would like to show you that we have artificial grass. Feels pretty good on the feet, stays green, looks amazing every single day, but I would like to show you that I love to garden, and I had to figure out how to container garden. So I'm going to show you first my blueberries. Super excited because would you look at all these blueberries that are actually green berries right now, but they are going to be some amazing fruit. And notice they are being raised on concrete in a barrel. So that's how we're doing that. My herbs, some of them are over here. Got a big marjoram bush. Next to that, I have some thyme. Hey there, thyme. My chives are looking really, really good and healthy. Next to that, these are sage. And let's see, here's 2 basil plants. I love making pesto, so there's a good bunch of basil there. This is some lush oregano. Love that. And then here's my tomatoes growing nicely. And you guys see those flowers? Those flowers are what's going to produce the tomatoes. Nice. Love it. It's growing around a basket so that it can stay contained. Every now and then you have to come out and you have to press up the leaves so that they stay and grow nicely. Otherwise, they'll go crazy on you and grow all over the place. Alrighty, so much for that. Blueberries, oh my gosh, antioxidants. I can't wait till you are ready. These are such a sweet variety. Love it. They're thriving over here. Let's come over here. I have got my rosemary bush. Love it, love it. This one isn't doing so good. You could see that it's kind of waterlogged, and I'll be having to probably say goodbye to that shortly. Let's see. Over here, again, artificial grass. And this is what we did. So on the ends, I've got a grapevine growing up. And these are the green variety. Don't mind my fingernails. We're all having bad fingernail days lately right now. Because it's a grapevine, it's gonna vine. And so we built a trellis that goes across. And down at the end, I've got another green grapevine. And in the middle, I just planted a red grapevine. So we have choices. Over here, these are my peppers. I see a jalapeno coming in. I have a yellow pepper right here. And the other ones haven't done anything yet, but they're coming along. Over here, I've got some flat leaf parsley. I use this for a lot of garnishing. Doesn't have tons of flavor, but looks good on top of things. These are one of my favorite things. These are grape tomatoes. Grape tomatoes are those teeny tiny, super sweet, delicious ones. I love to roast them. here's some Greek oregano. So my other side of the garden, that was some Italian oregano. This is Greek oregano. Here's my newly planted, most recent. This is my seedless red ones. So I'm excited. So these are in the middle. So it should look really pretty when they grow. So the green are on the ends, red in the center. And oh, hello, strawberries. Oh my gosh, do you guys see why they're called strawberries? Because you have to put straw underneath, or otherwise they get so moist that they start molding. So you have to keep the strawberries away from the moisture of the dirt. Look at those. Those are so awesome. I think I'm going to be making some strawberry scones. When you grow these, you have to, like to play like hide and seek. Sometimes I'll see little bites out of them. Let me see if I can find one. See those little bites? The lizards. There's lots of lizards around here. When you put straw down, you can see that you get these little growths of the straw, and so that if you don't pick them, they'll kind of take over your garden. So you have to look for these and then go ahead and pull them out. Otherwise, I guess you'll grow more straw. These are super exciting for me too, because I planted these last summer, and last summer, whenever you plant something new, it usually doesn't produce any fruit for at least a year. So these I planted last summer. These are blackberries. And so now they are starting to develop, and oh my gosh, this was, let's see, where is it? This was the first one that I saw the other day. Oh, would you look at that? Climbing up, they're starting to grow, and right up at the top, I could see another one starting to develop. So, can't wait for you guys. I can see them all around. Here's another one. Lovely, lovely. And then here's my final grapevine. Again, this is the end, and this is what's going to someday grow up to the top, go across, and join the first one that I showed you. So if you guys are inspired to grow your own, you don't necessarily have a yard to do it. I have the yard, I have the space, but I have no dirt. So I had to figure out container gardening is a fantastic way to garden. I get so excited every morning to come out and check on all the new growth. They're like my babies. There's not a lot going on over here. Everything's battened up the hatches. So hopefully maybe I've inspired you to grow a little something. You don't have a lot of space, doesn't matter. You can make do with the space that you have. So talk to you later.